Greetings, everyone. It's time for more filler commentary or so, because I felt like playing this, so we're doing it.
Yep.
Yay?
Long ago, there was an evil black jewel, blah blah blah, Wario needs to get treasure at the end.
So what do you have to say about this story, Johnny?
Interesting.
Right. That's right. Yes.
Shoes on the other foot this time.
Totally agree with your sentiment.
I don't know why I bothered recording the intro of this game. Might as well not have any story. Mind you, it has
Well,
more
you
of a one than Mario, but...
Well, you didn't even play the game normally. You did your completed save file
like
again.
there's any real difference.
Well, no, there is a difference. You're playing your 100% save file, which means you're playing the first few levels with full health.
Like this game has any chance of killing you.
Cheap ass.
Oh, shut up. This game is piss easy.
Whatever.
No, I thought this was Yoshi's castle. Thanks for
Mario
telling
has a
me.
castle.
Yes.
I think somewhere in the background there's supposed to be the black prototype for the Wii hidden in there.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's
So-
a different scene in this game.
So like, who is Bowser going to kidnap?
Bowser's not in this game.
Not Bowser, Wowzer.
Oh. Funny.
Well,
Said
it's funnier
Wowzer
than one
kid-
comment down on the page for this Raw video. It's like, "Where's my Bowser? Bowser? Really? You couldn't just stop at Wowzer?"
well, they made it Waluigi instead of Wooligi.
That's a sensible choice because there's no good way to say Waluigi. But Wowzer is a no-brainer.
Well, here's what Wowzer kidnapped. All of Wario's money.
Ah, yes, that works.
Well,
You
hey,
know,
money-
Wario, you could just get more money. You don't have to get the money that you already got.
Well, why not?
So,
Whatever.
like, what's the objective of this game?
Beat the shit
Get
out
money.
of beat the shit out of everything.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
solve puzzle rooms, which are trying to be Wario Land but failing massively at it.
Yeah, this game's pretty much just a beat 'em up, collect-a-thon sort of deal. Though Ryan's going to plow through it because since he's already collected everything, all of the searching around in levels that you would normally do is just not there anymore.
Well, it's not a wide open game, so yeah, you're supposed to search for stuff, but it's not hard to find. Just climb up every ladder or just look around and you'll find it. It's not hard,
So it's like Wario Land Other M or something?
essentially.
Well, at least there's music in this game.
True.
For the record, I really do. The theme that's playing right here is actually my favorite Wario theme. This theme right here. I love this theme to death.
The problem is this game was clearly given to the B team, so no effort was put into it, which is why I think it's incredibly lazy and nowhere near as good as Wario Land 3 and 4.
Well, this is actually the only full-on Wario game that I've played.
Look at this shitty Werehog / Prince of Persia pole platforming. Cause that's fun?
Apparently it was.
Apparently the developers think it was.
So, how many of the puzzle rooms are you actually going to do? Are you going to go out of your way to do all of them, or are you just doing whatever you run into?
Whatever I happen to run into or feel like. The point of these puzzle rooms is to get red crystals, which lets you access the boss door.
Yeah, you need to do like 3 or 5 in every level.
It depends on which level exactly.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing this for the first time at E3 2001 or 2, was it? I can't remember exactly when they showed it, but I was like, hey, I'm a huge fan of the Wario Land games. This looks awesome. And then it came out and it didn't look any better than when it did when they first showed it at E3.
Well, it's a GameCube game, so...
I meant in terms of putting effort into it.
Oh, true. I mean, it's not a bad game.
It does look pretty, graphically speaking, it looks pretty basic by the standards of its own generation.
Yeah.
It's nothing incredibly special.
I mean, set this next to Mario Sunshine, and you can tell which looks better, just by looking at any given screenshot.
Well, at least this game has a little bit more graphical variety than Sunshine. But
only
it's-
in terms of levels,
Levels of-
tropes, and stuff.
Yeah. Which doesn't really mean it looks better.
Yeah, well, I'll agree with that Sunshine looks better, but How am I trying to say this? It's just like a lot of this game looks very I don't want to say full on N64, but it's just like the geometry is very simple and the texture quality isn't fantastic.
That's what I'm talking about. And you see, there's no reason for it. There's no technical reason for it. Because, like, when I point to a game like Devil May Cry 2, it's easy to pinpoint why the environments look like shit. Because they made everything wide open, and it's obviously taking more of a toll on the console's, capabilities. But
meanwhile, this game doesn't have the same problem. It's pretty much a hallway game. And it's
Well,
still
yeah, it takes up every level takes up less space, has less going on than any given level in Mario Sunshine, and it still looks worse. Yes.
Hence why I say this looks like it was given to the B team.
Well, I mean,
looks like that Jurassic Park game that my cousin used to have, actually.
I think the biggest graphical problems can be sort of shown with Wario's model in this game, because it's Wario's model. I don't know why it always looked very off to me.
It doesn't animate correctly half the time.
It's just more like the coloring. The coloring on the model looks very strange to me, and I can't really put my finger quite on it.
I don't see what. I see some pretty basic shaders on him, but that's about it.
I don't know, something about it just seemed off, and I can't put my finger on it.
Did you play another game with Wario in it before this?
This is the only Wario game I've played all the way through.
Play Wario Land 3 and 4.
Well, I might play 4 eventually because I got that free on my.
I didn't say another Wario game. I said another game with Wario in it.
The only GameCube games that I really would have played with Wario in it would be Mario Party or some of the sports games. And I haven't played either of those in years.
Well, he can't look any better in Double Dash because that game's models are awful.
Well, you're never looking at the models in Double Dash. You're always looking at the cars.
You should be looking at the road in front of you, dumbass.
I think it seems very low polygon count, Wario's model in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm looking at it close up.
And that was level 1. 1.
At least the game's short.
Yeah. I would like it if it were longer and it had more puzzles, but apparently everyone who played on the dev team who did play the old Wario Land games preferred the shoulder rush to solving puzzles.
Now, considering that the GameCube is one of the better consoles of its generation, this does look a bit too early a bit too early Dreamcast.
When did this come out? Was this 2003 or 4?
It's either 3 or 4. Either way, it still looks silly.
Failure! Oh.
Well, not necessarily. Whenever you fall off a bottomless platforming, you go into one of these pit rooms where you gotta punch the boxes in order to find the spring to get out. If you take too long, those guys will beat the coins out of you. Now, I like that you don't die automatically when you fall into a pit.
Well, there's really no lives in this game.
Well,
keeping with the Wario Land tradition.
Yeah, there's no lives, there's just money. But the thing is that if you're in a platforming section and you keep on falling into pits, then you keep on going to that room, and it gets pretty tedious after a while.
Well, this game doesn't have a lot of platforming, to be honest with you.
Well, it's just like in the few sections where there is platforming, if you keep on making mistakes, it gets kind of frustrating.
Yeah, I can see that. Mind you, at the time this came out, I had absolutely no problems with it, so...
Well, I was a little bit younger than you were when this came out.
True.
Do you
had
ever
a very basic attempt at puzzle solving. Whoops.
Huh. Do you ever pause the game in this playthrough?
No, I don't think so.
Aw, this game has my favorite pause screen in any video game ever. It's just for those who have never played, it's just a picture of all the stuff you've collected in a level, and it's Wario going na 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 na. So I find that humorous, at least.
Sounds like it could be annoying, actually.
No, he stops going na 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 after like 2 loops, and then it just has a pretty basic drum beat after that.
But does it top Battletoads?
I'm gonna side with the ABGN. If you pause the game, it should just be silent. Or the Banjo-Kazooie pause music. I love that music too.
Well, you just love that game way too much.
You hate that game way too much. Shut up.
So it comes out uneven, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Johnny.
Oh.
You're online.
Oh,
Get in
is
here.
he now?
Get in here.
Get over here.
I like this theme song too. I think this was remixed into Shake It.
Yeah, I believe it was.
Yeah, I
Spinning
haven't
pile
played that.
driver.
I haven't played that though. At least that game interests me a little bit.
I don't
if only
believe
just
it.
for the visual style.
I'm watching Sonic the Werehog. That's what this is. It's Sonic the Werehog. I don't
Video
believe it.
game.
It's Sonic the Werehog, but it fits Wario better than Sonic, I'd say.
I know. I'm just saying. It's like the exact same fucking bland-ass combat.
Woo, I guess.
Only with no RPG elements. You can do the
Nobody cares about the 2 seconds you spend leveling
Whoops.
things up after a level. The only
It's-
people who complain about that are just looking for things to complain about.
Well, it's something, I guess.
Coins. Coins for everyone.
Why aren't? Oh wait,
What these remind me of? The bonus levels in Crash Bandicoot 1. Only, you know, with 3 dimensions.
So this game just reminds you of other games.
Yes, pretty much.
Both past and future.
Much like Sonic the Werehog itself, now that I think about it.
Well, actually, I think this game is shorter than all of the Sonic the Werehog sections in Unleashed combined.
Probably yes.
Depends, are we counting Eggman Land? Because Eggman Land is probably longer than this game. Whack everything.
Oh, that's another thing that bugged me about this game. There's no enemy variety. Like,
They're just
at
all
all.
different. They're just different palette swaps of the same
Again,
enemies.
like Sonic the Werehog.
So, Wario World subtitles. Well, if you wanted to play Sonic the Werehog for an entire game,
Well,
Yep.
some people do want to play Sonic the Werehog for an entire game.
those people are stupid.
I don't know what they're thinking, but they do.
Well, if they want to do that, they could play Devil May Cry.
How'd you skip the
2.
mini-boss?
I already beat it.
Well, oh, wait, you don't have to beat the mini-boss on repeat playthroughs?
No.
Huh. Well, there's a mini-boss that shows up there if you, care.
You punch it.
Well, okay, well, this is the reason why I would have started a new file if I were recording this
You
game.
punch it. That's your brilliant boss strategy. You punch it.
Yes.
Do you expect Wario to come up with any other plan?
Burp at it, maybe. Fart at it.
We don't have those moves in this game.
No.
Oh. Can't ride a motorcycle into it?
No.
Oh.
Damn, this game sucks, man.
I told you this game was incredibly lazy.
So, Lewis, your requirement for a game to be good is you must be able to drive a motorcycle.
If you're playing as Wario, you must be able to ride a motorcycle into things. Preferably into the enemies. Why did you think that was going to work?
Well, just cuz. Running around.
Incredibly monotonous room.
Incredibly lazy.
Funny how
development cycle.
every bottomless pit in the game leads to this same checkered floorboard.
I think the box arrangements get slightly different in later levels. Slightly.
Oh, that makes everything better.
It does change per world.
So there's that, I guess.
I suppose. Maybe. Possibly.
But hey, any game with spinning pile driver gets some points in my book.
Well, you use that on almost everything.
Well, because it's such a good move.
You use that if there's lots of big mooks in the area, and if there's lots of little mooks, you use the spinning move. That's about it. There's not a lot of variety when you use the special moves. You
Does
gotta
predate Devil May Cry at all?
No.
Because if it... No? Oh, okay. Then it has no excuse. Combat had already been done correctly.
You expect Nintendo to emulate another company for anything?
Yeah, actually.
Let Nintendo, take other people's ideas and refine them? No, they think they're better at everything.
Oh, don't tell me we're getting into this bullshit again.
No, I was just joking. I know they copy other people's ideas when they feel like it. I'm more talking about their attitudes when they actually do other people's ideas. It's like, isn't this like this other game this other company did? No, what are you talking about? This is totally our idea.
Well, that's just standard PR bullshit. It's never a good idea to admit, yeah, we're pretty much copying their idea.
Yeah, I know.
If Sega or Sony or Bungie
You can make that sound. You can make that sound really artsy and professional if you try.
You know, I'm just saying Nintendo's particularly smug about it.
I know.
Hi, Thwomp. Bye, Thwomp. Oh wait, there's a question. Why didn't they just use Thwomp? Wario and Mario take place in the same universe.
Just cuz. They weren't completely lazy.
Oh, because you see, their concept art department went on strike, saying if we don't have, if you don't give us something to do this month, we're like not gonna do anything for you ever again, like, and you're gonna have to hire someone else. He'll probably suck like 12 times as much as we do, and we suck pretty hard. So that would be something to say.
Well, this is Treasure.
Well, Treasure made some good games before, didn't they?
A few. They just don't exactly have the best record ever. Nothing's over there. Boss time.
If you go on the balloon, you get
Go
warped back to the first level. The beginning of this level, I should say. Which you'll use for trying to find hidden secrets that Ryan already found.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was about to ask, why would you want to do that?
Because you have to replay levels to get everything.
Well, the thing is that there's stuff in this game that you want to find. There's Wario, pieces of Wario statues that give you health points. Treasures.
Treasures and the forest sprites.
Wow,
the forest sprites give you stupid advice, and the treasures give you unlockable WarioWare minigames.
This is like the idiot version of that one boss in Galaxy 2.
Which boss is that exactly? Oh, the one in the sand zone in Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
And let you mention it, they are kind of samey.
Well,
this one takes absolutely no planning and/or finesse at all.
Well, it's Wario.
the second
you punch
boss.
everything, and it's dead.
You walk up to its face and you punch it, and then you punch it again, and then you punch it again.
And I teleported over here.
It's a beat 'em up. What do you expect?
I don't know. A combo mechanic, maybe?
There is, kinda.
At least it requires more ability than Devil May Cry 2.
More of a combat mechanic than 1-2 punch, thank you.